Lizzie here. I want to show you how I made this billow effect on this cake, okay? Let me just show you. So we're going to actually be doing this on this one. I have a few of these already made out, but this is the mold. This is a Billow puff mold that you can use to make this effect, because this effect is not easy to make by hand. So this is a simpler way of doing it by using this wonderful mold, and it's called a Billow puff mold. Okay, so let me show you real quick. All you need is the mold. You need some fondant in whatever color you choose. You need your cake, of course. I say always have a little bit of cornstarch. I have it here in this little sock that I make. And just so I get my hands a little dry. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a little bit of fondant, make a little round circle, and then make it into more of an egg shape. And doesn't need to be this big, but just enough to fit into the cavity. And what I do is I usually pinch it this way, just so I can get it into the groove and press in. Okay, like so. And then I cut off all the excess. Be careful not to cut too close to the top. Let me show you what I'm talking about. When you do that, you see how this has little grooves that are sticking upward, and this is more hollow. When you cut too close to the edge, to the top, you sometimes see the hole, and you'll see this coming on, showing on the outside. So don't cut too close. You just want to make it nice and flat, okay? Take another piece and do the exact same thing. I think I don't have enough on that one. Circle, then make it into a little cylinder shape, egg shape, however you want to call it. Place it in the center, press it in. This one I need a little bit more. If you need more, if I didn't fill in the cavity enough, I'm going to add some more and let it spread. And press it down. And this one doesn't need much cutting, just lightly. And I'm just using this plastic knife. It's one of the Fat Daddy-O's knife. I love this knife when I'm working with fondant. And then I'm going to fill in this cavity as well. And as you notice, this mold has 3 round, fully round, and then 2 half rounds, half billow puffs, okay? So we got 3 full puffs and 2 half ones. The half ones with the flat edge are for your top border and your bottom border, okay? I will be showing you when I place them on there. And I just fill in all the cavities first. Fill in the cavity. Make sure you're getting those edges. The edges are very thin, so you need to have a little more delicate pressure when you're dealing with the sides. Fill that in. Cut off any excess. See, this one I cut a little too far. Let me show you. You see how the white is showing? So I want to make sure that I'm covering that spot. And that's why I say don't go too close to the edge. Sometimes it's difficult because it's so thin on the edges. Okay. Put this back here. I always keep my fondant under a cup so it doesn't dry out on me, because fondant will start drying out fast. Not as fast as gum paste, but it will start drying out on you. And here I got some excess. All right. You can use also a rolling pin just to get that top part flat. So you see I filled in all of the cavities. Now to pop them out, you see the center on the back side, I just press upward and it releases. Okay, and then I can grab it, and that is my Billow. Okay, again, I'm going to press on the back to release it, and there is my Billow. So I'm going to do that to all of them. Now these on the half ones are a little more tricky to pull out, but you do the same fashion. And it does have a flat edge, so you want to keep that edge flat. This side here, I usually just lean it on the flat side, so I stand it up on the flat side when I put it down on my counter here. Same thing. Oops, I'm out of the camera. I apologize. Okay, there's my Billow. And again, I'm going to just lay it on the flat side. Let me show you. Let me bring the board over. Okay, so all my flat edges are standing up, and the rest I'm just laying them flat this way. So now I'm going to show you how to stick this. Now you can do this with a little bit of water. So just take a brush. Let me grab a brush here. Grab this one. I apologize. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this brush, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit of water. You can also do some gum glue as well, but water works just as fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our flat edge, and then I'm going to just wet the back of, just moistening the back. Don't drench your pieces. You never want to add too much water to your fondant. And you're going to take, oops, I dropped it. You're going to take your piece, and you're going to place it, I'll bring this closer. You're going to take this and place it on the very bottom, just so you can start with your first piece. You're going to place it right on the bottom of your cake. Okay. And then you are going to take, you can actually do two side by side. So let's do another flat edge. Again, wet the back and place it on the side so that the tip, I don't know if you can see that well there. See if I don't know if I can zoom. I can't zoom. Okay, the tip is actually touching. You see that there? All right, so now I'm going to just lay this, and you can move it around a little bit if you need to. If your tip is not laying flat, you can just do that, and just I press it slightly on the tip to make sure it's touching my fondant. See that? Now I'm going to take the center, the big full billow puff, and then I'm going to do the same thing, but you see how this has that indentation? That's where this is going to go. It's going to fit into that piece right there, and the tip touches that part. So it looks like this. Okay, see that? So it's hiding any of those little gaps. So again, now I'm going to do another billow puff, and I'm going to go to the side. It's easier to do side to side. So this one is going to go to the side. Now, you can do all your edges all around to start with, and then you can do all of these going all the way up, and then you do your edges again on the very top. But I like to do it this way. But there's no real wrong way of doing it. So you're going to lay that in the cavity in between the two puffs and lay that there. The next one, same thing on the opposite side. You're going to lay that. So that's why I say it's easier if you do all your edges first and then go and place them on the top, because it's hard to gauge how much space you need here, okay? But just for this purpose, I want to show you, because this cake I did completely all around. This cake, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep one edge. So I'm going to do, let me do another edge around. Now these are starting to dry up on me, so I need to start working a little faster. So I'm going to do another edge there, another edge here, and just, all you're doing is just sticking these on, okay? So I'm going to go halfway around. So I'm going to do a slightly different effect, okay? So I take another billow puff, one of the full ones, and in the center here, that's where that's going to go. So basically, if you look at it, you have a billow puff on top of each other. This one, and goes on top of each other. This one on top of each other. So it's all lining upward. Okay. Another one. I'm going to squeeze it in here. I may need to move this around a little bit just so I can get it into the groove. There we go. And because you just added them, it's not going to, you can actually move them around. It's not going to just be stuck there. You can actually move these pieces around. And if you make them ahead of time, it's perfect, because you can just keep going, keep adding, and you make this pretty quick. You can make this pretty quick here. So the tip is, the edges are actually sitting on the center of the previous one that you just did. See that? It's touching and touching the center of the one underneath it. I hope I'm getting this well and you're able to see me well. I'm adding too much water. I gotta go a little lighter on my water. And sometimes your hands start to get sticky because of the water. Just dry it up with your cornstarch. Okay. We're going to keep going upward. Oops. So again, you're going to fit that piece right in there. So it's just like you're doing a puzzle. Very simple, and it looks so elegant, so beautiful. Again, fit in the spots. It just practically just sits right into the next one. I'm going to do another edge here. But you don't, you can do this many ways. You can just do the edges and then do one row of puffs going around, and that'll be a border. So there's many different ways you can actually do this so that it looks pretty and elegant. This is kind of a small cake, so I can't, I may not be able to execute the little half design that I'm wanting, but I will show you my final product. Okay. I'm trying to get it to the very top so that I can show you. Let me get that in camera. So I can show you how it's sitting in there. I'm going to need more of these. Okay, so see, this one touched the tip there. So now I'm going to use a tip to fill in the gap here. See that? And there's your flat border. And what's best is for you to have your base color the same. I'm doing this fondant on fondant. I have not tried it on buttercream, but if you're going to do it on buttercream, I suggest your buttercream be the same color of whatever fondant you're using. But you see how beautiful this looks? And what I could do is I can put some flowers right here and just leave it like this on the side with flowers going up. Would look really beautiful. So that's just a little idea of what you can do. If I went longer, I can just keep it straight like that all the way. So let me do this edge here. Oops, I didn't put enough water on that side. You see that? So that will give you a flat edge on the top. But that is how you do the billow, guys. It's really simple. I got one more here. I may be able to add it over here. But you see how it fits right in? Just like so. It's just like putting pieces of a puzzle together. How gorgeous is this, guys? And like I said, be creative with it. I can leave it like this and just have this as a side of the cake. I can put flowers here or just do another row all the way to the back so that it stays nice and flat. However you like to do it. I would probably just add one more row going this way. What do you guys think? Should I do that? Do one more row? Let's do one more row real quick here. Let me get my, I have two edges there. I need more of my centers now, so let's just do the centers. So I'm gonna grab some more of my fondant. Let's do this quickly. Press it in, cut off the excess. My hands are a bit wet from the water. Take some more. Fill in the gap. I should say fill in the cavity. And I love the silicone mat because it actually sticks down when you press it. So the silicone mat does not go, the mold doesn't go everywhere. It sits right there. And you can press it down, roll it, do whatever you want, and it just sits there. And it just sticks to the bottom. It's a really good mold. I love this mold. So let me get that excess off there. So I did 3 more centers. I can pop these out. Again, press from the bottom up. Okay. Some more water. This was the side I was going to do one more side. Again, fill in the gap. Let me show you that again. So just fill in the gap right in there. Okay, the next one, same thing, fill in the gap. Look how gorgeous. I just think this looks so elegant. I have not used this mold, so if anybody wants a cake like this, let me know. I really would love to do this on a cake. I'm doing it just on a dummy cake right now, just for tutorial purposes. But, oh, that one fit perfect. But, I really enjoy this one. I love how it just came out. Especially this color. I love purple. I really wanted to do my cake room in purple, but never got to do it. I had more red stuff because I was in a stage years ago of all red. There's not a lot of purple decorating bins and stuff like that out there, so I have to go with red. Okay, so I did these 3. Again, pop them up. Wet the back. Slide it in the center there. Next one. Slide it in the center here. I'm trying to, sorry, I should have gotten that on camera. So let's try it again. So you see here, I'm going to slide it in the center. Do one more. And like I said, this cake I'm not going to do all the way around because I'm trying to come up with a different look. So again, moisten the back and stick it right in there. And do one more border, one more flat edge. And you see how nice and flat that is? So imagine a cake like this, just like this. So one side has the Billow puff. The other side is flat. You can leave it like this. You can do some pearls here if you like. You can add maybe even some bling. Let's just say this. You can do some bling like this. Isn't that pretty? Look at this. Look at that, guys. Wouldn't that be gorgeous on a cake? You can put flowers, you can put bling, you can put pearls. Let me show you. This is just an idea. You can do something like that as well, going all the way around. That's another gorgeous look. Let's just do it this way so you can see it. See that? Look at this, how gorgeous. Oh my gosh. All the ideas I already have with this design. So let me know what you guys think. I think I'm going to do this one because it just pops. Let me know what you guys think about it. And I'm going to stick this on here just as a decor. I think I'm just going to do it right up to there. So let me know what you guys think about it. I'm going to finish this one up and display it. I'm going to take a picture of it so I can post it. But I am really, really interested in what you guys think about it. One thing I will say, if you're adding any of these gold little details, of course this is not edible, but if you're adding any of these type that are non-edible, I suggest you add it with piping gel. It seems to stick better, so I'm going to stick this right here. So I'm just going to put some piping gel right on this edge here. And just stick it right on. So I always do it with piping gel whenever I have any of the bling, the mesh, or anything like that. And that's it, guys. Look how gorgeous. This is just gorgeous. So your possibilities are endless on how you can decorate a cake. Imagine a tall tier like that in one color or two colors. You can do alternating colors as well. So think outside the box, guys. But this is my favorite right here. This one right here is my favorite. I love simplicity and elegance. That is my thing when I'm doing cakes. Of course, I will do whatever the customer is asking, but the more simple to me a cake, the less busy it is, the more elegant they are. I don't know, that's just me. So tell me what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial, and I will talk to you another time. Nezzy out. Bye.